It is Game 3 of a weekend series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the New York Aaron Judges. The Yankees are just trying to score more runs than their opponent for once. If they do it, they'll avoid the sweep. My recap and your reactions coming up. This is Yankees Game Night. Tonight's game is brought to you by Manscaped, the world leader in male grooming products. Visit manscaped.com and use the code NYYRecaps at checkout for 20% off and free shipping. They've got everything from razors to body sprays to boxer shorts, and it's all great, and I vouch for them 100%. Visit manscaped.com, use the code NYYRecaps, 20% off and free shipping. All right. Time to dust off the fun hat. Wow, that was not easy. I had that song playing, you know it don't come easy. Wow, that was tough. Richard says, how can I be angry even though we won? Appreciate it. Mercifully, the 10-game road trip from hell is over. And despite the win today, the Yankees have taken on some damage, both to their record and to their roster. Is it fatal damage? We're about to find out. 28 games to go. One lunar cycle, beginning with a series against the Twins tomorrow. Now, it was another really tough series, but the Yankees have traditionally handled the Twins very well, so maybe they'll treat this series as rock bottom. And that pitch getting the call, at the end of the game there, that was clearly low, 102-mile-an-hour sinker from Clay Holmes. But getting that call, maybe it, as Michael Kay says, releases the pressure valve and allows this team to play with a little bit more comfort tomorrow. But it's hard to be inspired by the offense today. I mean, it was just one guy again, just one guy. So another big day for Aaron Judge, now 8 home runs shy of Roger Maris. He continues his case for MVP. If he doesn't win it this year, there needs to be a special counsel appointed. I mean, he scored all 3 runs for the Yankees in this series. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. But I see a lot of people calling for the ump for the belt. I see a lot of people calling for Judge for the belt. Neither one of them is getting the belt for this game. Spoiler alert, I got somebody else in mind. Good win today. Great pitching, as Michael Kay said, relieves the pressure valve a little bit. But there's still a lot of things to be concerned with. DJ LeMahieu is second on the team in WAR, and he hasn't hit it all for about a month. He's obviously hurt. I mean, you can tell. Just not swinging with the same kind of force. Benintendi is out indefinitely. Donaldson and Hicks both look finished as Major League Baseball players, but are forced into the lineup pretty much every day right now. What will we get out of Anthony Rizzo moving forward? Had to get an epidural into his back. What will we get out of Giancarlo Stanton the rest of the way? He's been terrible since he got hurt, really since the All-Star game. IKF is good for booting about 1 routine play per day. Did it again today. But despite all of that, the Yankees managed to squeak out a victory in the series finale. They've expanded their division lead to 5 games, back to 4 in the loss column. That's a bigger lead than the Mets have. So it's going to be an interesting September in New York either way. Aaron Judge wasted no time getting the Yankees on the board in the first inning.
That ball is high. It is far. It is gone.
Solo shot to lead off the game, 53rd of the season, 115 RBIs on the season, both career highs, 400 and 50 feet.
Pay that man his money.
EKF booted an easy ground ball in the bottom of the first, but Montas got the next hitter to escape further trouble. But it made him throw extra pitches, and he ended up only going 5 innings today. More on that in a second. Top of the second, Donaldson on a 3-0 fastball. Got one up and in, and it didn't look intentional. Pitcher said right away, not on purpose. And instead he said, I don't care, and started barking at the Rays pitcher, Sean Armstrong, anyway. Both benches cleared. To me, that was just too much from Donaldson. Both teams got issued a warning, completely unnecessary. Donaldson just running his mouth again. I've had enough of Donaldson, quite frankly. You can see why he's bounced from team to team. The guy is an absolute hemorrhoid of a human being. Frankie Montas struck out the side in the second inning. He was actually pretty good today. The splitter was the best we've seen it. He was throwing strikes. Top 5. Higashioka and Aaron Judge picked up back-to-back hits to put 2 men on with 1 out. Oswaldo Cabrera walked with 2 outs to load the bases for Giancarlo Stanton, but he flied out to the warning track in right field.
Oh, there goes gravity.
Another wasted opportunity. Giancarlo has 1 hit against the Rays all season. That's almost hard to believe. Bottom 5, there was a phantom catcher's interference call. Aaron Boone didn't like it. There had been a play earlier in the game where the ball, he thought hit the net. I thought it looked like it scraped the net on the way down in foul territory. And he went out there to ask the umpires about it. They ended up having a challenge. The challenge didn't go through. It was not overturned. And so he couldn't challenge this catcher's interference. And he didn't like it. He got in the umpire's face, got tossed. That's the 7th time this season that he's been tossed from a game. So that's a new career high. Congrats. Montas was done after 5, his best start as a Yankee by far. Final line, 5 hits, 1 run. 5 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, and 7 strikeouts. Nice job for him. Lou Trevino had a good inning in the bottom of the 6th. He's lowered his ERA under 5 now. Remember, it was over 6 when the Yankees got him. Aaron Judge led off the top of the 7th with an opposite field double. And that was his 3rd hit of the game. The guy's unbelievable. He scored on a sac fly by Oswaldo Cabrera. That made it 2-0 Yankees. Ended up being the winning run. Johnny Lasagna came on with runners on 1st and 2nd in the 8th and got out of it. Really nice job there. Top 8. The Yankees put runners on 1st and 3rd with nobody out and did not score. Again, Aaron Judge just missed a 3-run home run, hit it to the deepest part of the park, came up about 10 feet short. Reminder to hold your super donos until after the recap so I don't miss them. Loaizaga also worked a scoreless 8th inning. Absolutely terrific performance by him. He is back. Clay Holmes came in for the 9th and allowed a double and an RBI single to make it 2-1. Estevan Florial made a nice running catch for out number 2. Next batter hit another double to put 2 runners in scoring position. And then Clay Holmes made a pitch to get out of it. It was borderline, but it got the job done. And finally, released the pressure valve.
Ball game over. Yankees win. Yankees win. You're a winner.
Now, I bet you're wondering who's going to get the belt. I think Jonathan Loaizaga deserves it. So by executive decree, Johnny Lasagna. Baba Ganoush is in agreement. Down with Lasagna for the belt. Look, he provided really clutch innings in the middle of the game. And we'll take a look at the box score in a minute. But he came on in a tough situation and got out of it and then gave you 3 more crucial outs. The Yankees won this game with not an inch to spare. That borderline call. The Yankees came as close as they could possibly come to blowing this game. Reefer Rubin says, great name, says, I'll take the win, but it doesn't feel like a win. Appreciate the dono. MG says, wake me up when September ends.
Excellent.
Thank you. Joe says he missed Boone getting tasked. Well, he just had enough at that point. I think the frustration, not only from the game and the bad calls, but just the umpires in general all season, the bad streak that the Yankees were on, he lost it. He's just, you could see it was going to boil over at some point. He was yelling in the dugout to nobody in particular. Bob Trambly says, wow, talk about stealing one. We definitely got away with one right there. LV Scher says, love Florial in the outfield. He is a tremendous outfielder. That's never been a problem. His problem has always been hitting at the major league level. He doesn't hit breaking balls. He doesn't hit changeups, which is tough as a major leaguer. Brett Deutsch says, team still in trouble. Left 4 to 5 runs out there again. We're still missing Carp and a healthy Rizzo immensely. Stanton just another 220 hitter. Not saving us. Appreciate the dono, Brett. I agree with you for the most part. Look, Stanton has not been the same guy since he got hurt, since that Achilles injury. I don't buy that he's still feeling it, or I've seen a lot of people saying he's still hurt. I don't buy that. I think it's a matter of disrupted timing. He's a guy who's all timing, and that's why he has those torrid stretches where he's just on fire, because his timing is locked in. But if you throw his timing off, he has really bad at-bats, and it can take him a long time to get it back. Luckily, he's got a very simple swing, so hopefully he'll get it back going on this home trip once he gets comfortable. Rob Kern says, even if we make the playoffs, who are we going to beat? I have no confidence in this team. Appreciate the dono. I'll tell you what, there's definitely a vibe in this chat where you guys feel like it was a loss, even though it was a win. And I got to say, I feel the same way. Mixter XS says, Lasagna arguably won us the game. He absolutely deserves the belt. 100% agree. And then Aaron Judge says, the New York Judge. He's better than Mike Trout. Appreciate that. A lot of applause for you guys today. All right, let's go to the box score. All right, Frankie Montas getting the win today. That's his 5th win of the season. His ERA is at 3.79. Armstrong takes the loss. Holmes gets his 18th save. It was not easy. They don't come easy. Got it stuck in my head now. But Aaron Judge, 3 hits today. Arguably could have given him the belt, but he's got enough hardware. He's been so outstanding all year. I wanted to recognize Johnny Lowe. LeMahieu, 0 for 5. Hitting 262 now. He continues his downward slide. It's obvious to me that he's hurt. I keep hoping that, maybe he'll turn it on. But he just has not, been the same guy for about a month. Bob Trambly with the dono. Appreciate that. Oswaldo Cabrera, 0 for 3, but he did get the sac fly. Ended up being the crucial run. He drew a walk, struck out a couple of times. Look, it's early. I'm not going to judge these guys too much, but you'd like Oswaldo to start hitting pretty soon. I mean, he's had a number of at-bats. He should be getting more comfortable. I would think going home and playing in front of the home crowd again, playing in the pinstripes, might amp him up a little bit. We'll see how it goes. Yankees are going to be wiped out after this trip. Wouldn't surprise me if they let their foot off the gas against the Twins. We'll see. Stanton, 0 for 5 with 4 runners left on. He's hitting 216. Unreal. Josh Donaldson, 1 for 3, hitting 219. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa had a really nice piece of hitting. Line drive over the second baseman, but also booted one and then almost threw one away. He did throw it away, but it was saved by LeMahieu at first base. Hicks, 0 for 4. He continues to be terrible. Peraza, 0 for 3. He took a called strike 3 on a hanger that was right down the middle. That was probably the disappointing moment of the game for me. If he swings at that, he probably crushes it. But just couldn't pull the trigger. That happens sometimes. Anybody who's played competitive baseball will tell you that occasionally the pitcher will make a pitch that you see coming, and it looks so good to you that you can't pull the trigger before it's too late. It's like, oh, wow, I can hit. Oh, man, I waited too long. It's tough. Hitting a baseball is the toughest thing to do in sports. Higashioka, 1 for 3. He lined one up the middle. He's hitting 193. It'd be interesting to see if they bring back Higgy next year. You've still got Ben Rortvedt in the minor leagues. He's a left-handed hitter. He's younger. He's a good framer. I think Higashioka has probably outlived his usefulness. Might be time to send him to a farm upstate. Going through the pitching, Montas, obviously, great job today. Gotta love what he did. Trevino, scoreless inning with 2 strikeouts. He looked good. Marinaccio continues to impress. He did have a walk and gave up a hit today, but he's got a 1.80 ERA. That's 1 run every 5 innings of relief. You'll take that. 5th hold of the year. Johnny Lasagna, belt winner, gets his 9th hold. He gets 2 strikeouts in 1 2/3 scoreless, hitless innings. Did allow a walk. ERA has dropped down to 4.79. It was way up there for a while. And now Holmes allows a tough inning, 3 hits and a run, but got out of it, and the Yankees hang on. Samantha says she doesn't think that Judge will stay, no matter what they offer him, and she doesn't blame him. I wouldn't blame him either. I mean, the guy's probably going to get $300+ million. I don't think the Yankees are going to go that high on him. Look, Cashman has proven that he's willing to take the abuse from fans, and he's going to take the abuse from fans if Judge leaves. I've been working lately on sort of my postseason, recap video of, how the season went down, and AN needs surgery. Is that updated? Andrew Benintendi? Oh no. Crap. So much for inflammation. What I tell you yesterday. Oh, that's tough. Surgery for Andrew Benintendi. As I was saying, I've been working on my year-end video and kind of thinking about what moves the Yankees would make in the offseason. And obviously, their top priority is going to be Judge, but you can't let this thing go all winter, right? Because this team needs a lot of help. I mean, we've got some holes in this offense. You got to find somewhere to put Hicks, got to find somewhere to put Donaldson other than this team. They're both under contract. You might have to just DFA them both. Presumably, Benintendi getting surgery might hurt his free agent value. So I would imagine the Yankees are going to pick him up on a bargain. I think they could get him for a 5-year deal and not have to go 6 or 7 because of that injury. Because guys have trouble with their wrist or whatever. They might not bounce back. Miguel Peralta says Judge versus the Twins tomorrow. That should be fun. But Judge, look, I have every expectation that he's going to get $300 million. But I don't think that Brian Cashman will do it. Andrew says, Benny, broken wrist. I thought x-rays were negative. They need a new x-ray machine. That's tough. MG says, to be honest, still only plugged in daily for Judge's home run chase. October looks like a short run for us at this rate. Appreciate Excellent. The dono. So, losing Benintendi seems to have taken over the chat. I mean, that's obviously a really tough blow. He was starting to heat up. Now you've lost a left-handed presence. You need somebody to step up. You need Rizzo to come back strong, to come back healthy. You need Oswaldo Cabrera from the left side to do some damage. Matt Carpenter is getting an X-ray tomorrow at Yankee Stadium. If he can come back and help us down the stretch, that could be a big deal. But we've not only lost Benny's offense, and he was providing decent offense, as of late, we've lost a pretty good defender. I want to know who you guys think should play left field going forward. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to putting Florial out there. I don't think he's going to hit much, but at least he's left-handed, might run into a few home runs at Yankee Stadium. I mean, you only got 28 games left. If he has a couple of hot games, makes it worth it. Brett Deutsch says, in my opinion, Hal is going to tell Cashman or whomever the GM is to offer Judge just a little more than they did this season. He's going to walk out to Cali. Appreciate the dono. You might not be wrong. I hope you are. I would love to have Aaron Judge back. To me, he's a difference maker. I mean, he's going to walk to the MVP this year. But, I mean, look, he's got every right to leave. You put in the dues, you put in the minor league years, and then you work for it all to become a free agent once in your career, maybe. Saul Bailey wants Andujar. I could see that. Hey, there we go. Hyphen says Bader. Bader's still not back for a couple of weeks. Chucky wants to put Cabrera in left field. Cabrera's been doing a nice job in right field. I'm not sure they're going to want to put him out there. I think you're going to probably just end up seeing Aaron Hicks more. Finlage says, we had Gallo. Joey Gallo is hitting 185 with the Dodgers now, and 2 of his 3 home runs have come off of position players. I'm so sick of this thing of, we had Gallo. Gallo's the best. Gallo is terrible. He's terrible with the Yankees. He's terrible with the Dodgers. He's just terrible in general. Chris says, put Paul O'Neill out there. Better than most active roster players anyway. I mean, he's 50 years old, but maybe. I think I agree. I think Andujar might be the guy here. You know? You got 28-day run. If he could just catch the ball and hit a little bit, you know? He really still hasn't gotten an extended chance with the Yankees in the last couple of years. This is it. The left field job is wide open. The Yankees need some guys who can swing the bat. Ruth says, there must be something organizationally going on. This is not the Yankees, at least not in my lifetime. Appreciate the dono. Well, they did get a win, so there's that. Carlos says, no more Andujar, and Juan says that it's Estevan Florial's time to shine. What else can we really do? Rob John says Bader's all-field no-hit. I also am kind of skeptical of his bat. And coming back after a few months can't be easy for a guy to get back into rhythm. That is so tough to lose Benintendi. That's such bad news. That ruined the rest of my Labor Day weekend. I've got tomorrow off like a lot of you. Yankees play an afternoon game, I believe, against the Twins. So look forward to that. I will have a recap after the game. One more time from Mr. John Sterling.
Ball game over. Yankees win. Yankees win.
Let's watch through the highlights one more time. There's not many of them.
You're a winner.
So here's the Judge home run. This went 450 feet up there into the catwalk. What a shot. That was a meatball, though. You can't get away with that pitch. And then Frankie Montas with the breaking ball down in the zone for the strikeout. He struck out 4 in a row at one point. There's the hard 2-seamer in. There's a high fastball at 97 for the strikeout. And then split finger in the dirt to get the strikeout. And then Oswaldo Cabrera gives the Yankees the lead, and they hang on to win. Nice job by the Yanks. I will see you next time.